The University of Denver is getting ready to host the presidential debate next Wednesday, October 3rd, and unfortunately this will cause problems for anyone who is leaving or heading to campus.
The search continues tonight for 10-year-old Jessica Ridgway, but here at the Westminster Police Department, it's become a waiting game.
Check out all the people here behind me. I'm at the Chick-fil-A here in Roseville, where cars have been snaked around the block for hours. And they're here for more than just the food, they're here to send a message. Expect delays. That's what city officials are saying as they prepare for the arrival of Barack Obama and Mitt Romney for the 2012 presidential debates. Police have made an arrest in the deadly hit and run that killed Laura McDermott. 25-year-old Dennis Esquivel is in custody this evening. Boulder is one of the most popular races here in Colorado, and Beyond Limits is really making a name for themselves. The sun has set here at Cal Expo, and many workers remain late into the evening, welcoming relief from the searing temperatures. A popular app that helps foster communication has found itself at the center of controversy tonight. Strava, it's a GPS app that helps cyclists track their rides. Many are wondering whether or not it encourages bad behavior. We're patiently awaiting the arrival of President Barack Obama, where here he's going to talk about how he plans to help alleviate student debt.
The Ridgway family, the community, and the world are collectively holding their breath, hoping, praying that Jessica might walk back through her front door.
But we are a strong family, so I know we will get through this. We will find her.
At first glance, it would appear that she vanished into thin air. One fall morning while on her way to school, she simply never arrived. Police and volunteers have been working around the clock to bring her home.
Put yourself in the mom's place, and there's nothing you won't do for your kids. Doesn't matter how cold it is, how wet it is. You do what you need to do.
Days later, police discovered her backpack in a Superior neighborhood, and then a body in the Patridge Park area within the city of Arvada.
From the helicopter, you have footage of the body, which would show the public that it's not intact. This is extending the length of time it's taking for the investigation to positively identify who that body is.
It's been 1 week since her disappearance, and the case has received national attention. Search efforts remain in full force. The police continue to work diligently. Meanwhile, the community continues to pray.
So let's have a moment of silence while we just keep our lights to the sky.
Simone DeAlba, CBS 4 News. It's Wednesday night here at Folsom Bike, and this is where many cycling enthusiasts come to train. They say the app is just for fun, and they try to follow the rules like everybody else.
Cyclists are responsible for rules on the road, and we need to obey the rules of the road.
When asked if he had ever blown a stop sign, here's what he had to say.
No.
You never?
No.
Our news crews found this group of riders frequently running stop signs and exceeding the speed limit. Meanwhile, neighbors in the area are becoming concerned.
Boy, they're outside of the bike lane quite often. Especially when they're in large groups, they tend to drift into the car lane, and I think it's dangerous. It happened to me just today.
Residents fear there may someday be an accident that could have been avoided. As for the riders in this story, all local racers insist that everyone is responsible for obeying the laws of the road. Simone DeAlba, KCRA 3 reports.
While he may not readily admit that he's a role model, he is, and he understands that.
I see all the colors and the shapes, but the way my doctor described it to me was, it's like when you're watching cops and they're trying to hide someone's identity, they blur out their face. So that's kind of what it is.
His world may look a little bit different, but he doesn't let it affect his passion for football or how others treat him.
He wants to do everything on his own, and that's a quality.
Quarterback is arguably one of the most challenging positions on the field, and like anyone else, he doesn't go without his frustrations.
To change the offense from just a normal standard set to a shotgun. So that required Rhett not only to learn new plays and still pass the ball, but every single time the ball snapped, he has to catch it also. So now he's catching the ball and then either handing it off or throwing it.
When I was little, I loved John Elway. So then when I started playing football, I wanted to be just like John Elway. So I guess that's what I've always done.
Although Stargardt's disease has left Rhett legally blind, he has not let it control his life. He maintains a 4.4 GPA in his academic life and is looking to play varsity football next season.
Every week he's got to compete to be on the field, and it's going to be the same next year if there are 2 or 3 or 10 quarterbacks that go out.
And you know, the stories I hear of other people with Stargardt's or are deaf or anything like that, those hit me.
Runners of all ages and backgrounds are paired with mentors that help get them focused and prepared for the big race.
Every year we have a wonderful time. Jason really enjoys it. It's his highlight of his year.
Not only is the race itself challenging, but participants have various physical and developmental disabilities that create additional obstacles.
And that sense of accomplishment is an inspiration for anybody. It's why are we on this planet if we can't help one another? Bigger picture is how can I create something that gives back to the community but also inspires people.
The group is beloved within the Boulder community and even enjoys a sponsorship from New Balance.